But y'all know I love candy. So shout out to all the candy. And yes, today my props is candy. Don't get mad. Get some. So today, y'all, we're gonna start off with a prayer. Heavenly Father, we just asking that you watch over everyone that's listening to my voice. We just asking that you continue to get all the glory and all the praise. Lord, we would just wanna ask you to let our purpose and our love and our joy that you have for us continue to show on our lives and other lives that we touch. In Jesus' mighty name, we just give you all the glory and all the praise. Amen. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you tapping that bell. So, hey, y'all, today we're going to start with some Reiki healing because we got to get it called back up. And then, y'all, we're going to do what to do to survive and what to do to survive if a tsunami, hurricane, apocalypse, the dark ages, 40 days, 40 nights for those that read the Bible, for those that used to listen to the universe, for Mother Nature to actually switch into another moon phase with energy. So today I want to talk to you guys about energy and how to harvest your own energy, and how we can harvest our energy is by taking the time out to meditate. That's the first thing we do, is we meditate. And when we meditate, we breathe in through our nose and out through our mouths 8 times, 10 times to be exact. And if you feel like you're floating, or you feel like you kind of lightheaded or dizzy, that's totally normal. It's just that when you do that, your body is full of oxygen, and when it gets this full oxygen, it's like basically when you breathe in your lungs, you are taking in as much oxygen as you can. But when you breathe through your mouth, you're only taking in, like, I want to say 20% of the oxygen that you could take in through your nose, because the majority of people, we breathe out our nose, but we don't literally have the conscience to actually remember that we're breathing out our nose right now. So, with that being said, the best way, even to lose weight, even to get your body right, it starts with the breath. People don't tell you, but if you learn how to control your breath, you control your conscience, and that's what actually keeps us going and actually have us to the point where we don't really need to really focus on eating that much, because it's smoking. Like, if you were trying to stop smoking, you would actually take your breath and go out 10 to 15 times a day. And what you're doing is you're breathing in the self-conscious that you're not smoking anymore, but you're also gasping for the oxygen that you would if you were to smoke a cigarette or black 'em out or vape, And what we're doing today is a lot different from all the lessons are totally different. We always keep it different. Why? Because we different. We Tavana grooves and we new wave. Let's go. So the first thing I want y'all to work on is your breath. Make sure you breathing right. Because if you're not breathing right, you're not going to eat right. Why you not going to eat right? Because you ain't even got enough oxygen in your body to even formulate enough oxygen to actually digest the function to make the acid actually go in your stomach. The majority of people just fall asleep instead of actually going to eat and working out before they sleep, so their digestive system just like, out this world. So what we gonna focus on right now, we focus on the upper abdominal pad. So if you remember, you take your hands, flatten them, turn sideways. Rub your hands together until you feel a warm sensation. And when you feel a warm sensation, that's how you know you got it right. You continue to do the warm side, side, and continue to touch where it needs healing. And if you were really in pain, continue to touch the top of your head and touch wherever the body needs. And that's one thing about Reiki that they don't tell you is that when you're doing Reiki, is that you don't have to actually put your hands right in a spot where it actually need healing, because Reiki goes wherever it needs to go, without you telling it. It's a force of energy, and most people do not know how to harness or rejuvenate their energy, because a lot of people are empaths and they don't know they're empaths, or they might be sociologists, the people that actually are good at science, math. Those are empaths. Artists, those are empaths. They actually get to go through the third dimension and fourth dimension and actually see through the thin eyes, that's not harnessed for us. So I always like empaths because they're able to feel what we can't feel. And sometimes I feel like empaths because I be like, dang, you feel all that negative energy in the room. Say, please don't come in a room. For those that got Reiki healing, today we're going to be on page 246, chapter 16. And it's called Perfect Bedtime Routines. How many people need perfect bedtime routines? I'll give you a piece of candy. Tell them the truth. What you want? What you want? What you want? I'm just sending you a pile. Just tell me what you want. Because I love y'all, just in case nobody didn't tell y'all today. But we're working on perfect bedtime sleep. Before getting to bed, bring your hands into your holsters. That's just, the top of your chest, okay? And take a few rounds of breath. Remember I was telling y'all about breath? And I'm glad that, this is actually fitting in from what I told you guys about breath. Gather anything from your day that no longer serves. Prop yourself up in bed so you can sit comfortably. With an upright spine, bring your arms overhead, shoulders wide apart, palms facing each other, and feet. Reiki flows down your arms, entering your crown chakra. Intense that Reiki will flow down your spine, cleaning this channel of any unwanted energy. And of course, y'all, I always show y'all after I read it, so y'all can screenshot it, so y'all can go back and read it. Because every day is the method, not just to hear it once, but you want to constantly practice, because practice makes perfect. And not saying that anybody is perfect, but when you're going for healing, why not do your best of healing? Then, not give it your all. Where was I? Excuse me. So, flowing out through your tailbone into the earth, where it is narrative and engaging component. All this flow to continue for at least as feeling necessary. You can relax your hand on your lap at any point. Bring your hands to your crown level, palms facing towards you with middle finger touching, and slow swipes them down the front of your body. So they want y'all to take your fingertips, touch you, and they want you to just bring it on down. You know, they want you to bring the healing down. So, because he said it rises from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. So, what they want you to do. Okay. Touch. A slow sweep them down in front of your body and over your lap. Finish by planting your palms flat on the bed as you perform this sweep. Intentions that your energy is perfect. Balance on all levels. Bring your hands into grass and give thanks before laying down for bed. Communication. Commune to this practice for a full commit to this practice for a full 7 nights and notice how your qualities of sleep changes and how that affects your waking hours. I like to establish this routine at home, and then when I'm on the road I can tap into the energy habit that I build to help me sleep, even in unfamiliar surroundings. Choose a space box to use a simple or ebro, a simple or elbow as you like. I bought an extra wood box for the craft store and decided it would be painted and and glittered, painted and glittered. You can also paint or draw Reiki symbols instead the box if you like. Have split on have split of paper, color paper can be fun. And a special pen ready for this bedtime routine. Each night, take a few moments to calm and cleanse yourself. Hands and gahas, eyes closed. Focus on your breath for a few circles. Bring to mind sometimes from your day that you will feel grateful for, big or small. Allow the feeling of gratitude to grow in your heart space and write down the focus of your generation on a split of paper. Draw symbols one over the paper and place it in the box while chanting the meringue 3 times intentionally that Reiki will expand this feeling of generosity in your life. Calm, climb into bed and perform a few rounds of breathing with Reiki. Place one hand over your center of your hiding hand, gentle raise and fall with the breath. Then turn into the heat hand in the rhythm of your heartbeat. Feel as the breath and the heartbeat begin to harmonize and continue to give yourself Reiki. When the process feels complete, allow yourself to draw off. Feel gratitude for your day, knowing that this feeling is explained with the super with the support of Reiki. Continue the practice for a full week or as long as you like. And whenever you feel out of sorts, open your generosity box and pull out a slip of paper at random spokes and the gratitude sentiment and allows it to trigger this feeling of generosity in the present moment. You can actively you can activate this feeling more powerful by tracking symbols one over the paper, chatting the roads allow this feeling to blossom and expand within you. Replace the paper in the box, close it, and once more draw symbols, once chaining the mental 3 times. You can use this proceedings for generational healing or it's in physical healing at this time. What we just read was box healing. Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Here I come, y'all. Okay, y'all can screenshot. Y'all ready? There you go. You can screenshot any moment. Okay, we about to go down there at the bottom. All right. How y'all doing? I love y'all. Just in case nobody didn't tell y'all. And y'all can always join me because y'all lit and y'all subscribe, so you can always join. You know, and anybody that join, I feel that you do get more healing because we're actually making contact, and the healing doesn't matter if you're miles away. That's one thing about Reiki that people don't understand. Like, the vibration of healing is in the atmosphere, is in the words that I'm speaking, the vibration that's coming through your phone. That's Reiki. But people don't understand that the force of energy is medicine, because we're all just forces of light that came from Source, our God, our Jesus. So, are y'all ready for physical healing? Or y'all want to take a pause for a minute, ask some questions, ask y'all how y'all day went, anybody get the book? I know y'all is expensive, but y'all got it really good. So it says, you know what? We're going to come back on physical healing. We're going to take a little pause on Reiki for just 2 seconds, and then we're going to come right back to that. We're going to put a good Hershey's right there, y'all. We're going to put our Hershey's right there. I told y'all I love candy, y'all. It's for real, y'all. So y'all like me for real? I love ice cream and candy. Y'all think these kids know this is mine? I got more. It's just, if I would have put it all on here, I won't be able to have you nowhere to put my books. So this is my show for the day. So we love candy, Halloween came up. How many people got scared? Right? So y'all, I love my kids and I love y'all kids. So what it is. So what it is how to say it to your kids time. Okay, y'all. If y'all got y'all kids, make sure y'all get them up. Y'all know these kids got to be at school 7 a.m. So you might be waking them up around 6. So y'all got to be getting them up. So today we're going to talk about medicine when a parent has a serious physical illness. And those that have the book, that's chapter 50. And that's page 179. So it says, medical when a parent has a serious physical issue. Okay, I'm going to be reading you guys some phrases, and these are I quote, because just like Reiki, that's all I quote, because as you see me reading out the book, you know, I'm not taking anything from the author. Let me give a shout out to the author, and the author is Body, Mind, and Spirit Health by Letter Water Composed Book of Reiki. You know, we give a shout out to the author always. I always give a shout out to the author because, you know, that's who made it. And all the books that I do read on here can and will and do come from the public library. Why? Because did y'all see them books online? Expensive. Y'all see what happened? They cut off 42 million stamps. But they said they supposed to be giving people emergency stamps. Y'all know, and I always got the T. Definitely on TD. But I love TD though. I wish he let me help him. And those that don't know, TD is Trump. Yeah, I do. They like, how you like it? We try to do all this. It's not even that type of party. We listen and we don't judge. Okay, y'all? Let's get back to we listen and don't judge. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. Say, why do I love Trump? Because who don't remember them stimulus checks? I love it, my stimulus. I'm just saying at that moment, I love that man. Like, yes, he's doing it for the people. But then I realized that as the minority in the middle class and lower class, they only got what, 2,000, 3,000. Do y'all know they was writing $1 million stimulus? And we ain't getting none. We got change. That's what we got, y'all. We got change. We definitely got change. Like, they gonna give us change. They wrote, like, if y'all go right now to this day, y'all go look at the stimulus, y'all gonna see a group A, group B, group C. Majority of us is group D. That mean like the 25,500. That's us, you know. That's middle class, you know. So they like, yeah, y'all getting that. But if you go all the way to the top, you gonna see. And then they got dates where the $1 million was expended to these people. I'm like, oh my God. So if I would have had $1 million, I would have got $1 million stimulus. Okay, y'all, let me get back to this book, y'all. Y'all know I've been on this candy. Y'all know I love my kids. They like, stay off. No, mind your business. We listen and we don't judge. Okay, it says Larry had been feeling weak and aching for months. Sometimes he had barely enough energy to fetch the morning meal before he wanted to go back to bed and sleep. After considering medical testing and results from the physical that whatever he had would eventually go away. On special daily fails the symptoms, the concourse would be periods of failure and pain that someday would be incredible. Larry's first thought was that he might not be able to keep his job. His second thought was that he might not be able to coach his daughter's basketball team. Cancer, multiply, serious delusion, danger, never disorder and silver. Oh, this is kind of sad. Let me put my lip in. Y'all see me pull out my lip. My bad, y'all. I be putting out my lip when I be feeling sad. You got to do radiations or heart problems are just a few of the common illness that can affect the patient when physical illness are severe or incapable, incurable, or if recover takes a long time, the family member has to recognize the order to cope with the situation day to day. Life cannot go on exactly as it had before. Things to consider. Okay, when they say things to consider, on the first paragraph, it got children. Children should not become many adults when a parent is sick. How many of y'all do that? Let me read it again. Children should not become many parents when a parent is sick. Remember that this is all in the book. I will show y'all, be able to take y'all pictures, screenshots. Please bear with me. Please be liking, sharing, comment, ring that bell. Remember, you doing this for people that don't have kids, guardians. You know, for those that just be watching their nieces and nephews, little cousins. I mean, you never know, who this might help. And I love y'all, just in case nobody told y'all, because y'all get airhead. So, again, children should not become many parents when a parent is sick. They may take on some added responsibilities, but should not retain the status as children. They should continue the status of children. They should not feel responsible for the welfare of the other family members. Did y'all hear that? Okay, I hope so. Parents whose responsibilities are limited due to physical illness sometimes pull back even future than they should, even further than they should, because of depression or insecurity, or they're trying to accomplish by becoming overwhelmed in involvement in areas they can have a role in. Neither extreme is helpful. No matter how ill, children will look up to the parents as both bosses and confront and comfort. Don't underestimate your value just because of your illness or disability. So excuse me on my tongue, God forbid, let me talk. Thank you. Don't underestimate your value just because of your illness or disability. As recent studies that children are misformed in understanding, caring about the cause of cancer. 1 in 5 believe it was caused by causing contact over, half wondering they would get cancer if a parent has cancer. The child needs to be educated about it. You have a tremendous obstacle to teach your child the value lesson, how to cope with dealing advancements, how to say it. Teach your child the best of your condition and what they can expect in the near future. The doctors told me that I have bad breath. I'm not even speaking that. She got this C word. She got this cancer from returning. Let me see. She got this cancer They will do surgery to remove the cancer, and they will give me medicine for many months to keep the cancer from returning. Some days I will feel sick from the medicine, so I may not be able to go to work and clean up the house, play with you, or go shopping. I will get off my tongue, God forbid. I will be asking you to do a few more chores once in a while. You don't get cancer from being with someone who has it. Just because I have cancer doesn't mean you will get it. Often engaging. If your pronouncing is unclear, remain optimistic. You don't need to tell your child the truth if the truth will leave them wounded and without answers for the fabulous future. If a child asks, when will you be able to better? When will you be all better? Say, I don't know exactly when, but the medicine will do their job, and I expect to feel much better as time go on. If a child asks, will you die? Say no. I expect to live as long. I expect to live long life, even if there is a possibility you could die from the illness. It is best not to say that to the child until you are close to the stage. Empathy is not easy coming home from school and having to tidy up the house when you rather play. Is wondering you when you see me staying in bed most of the day. I'm sure it's frustrated that we have to cancel our plans for the day because daddy is not feeling well. You feel sad that mommy can't watch your basketball game and see you get a hit. You feel extremely and happy. You feel excited and happy that your dad feels well enough to go to the park with us. Report your options and feelings. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I'd be glad when the medicine starts to work and your mom feels better. Reassure children that they are not the cause of the illness or responsible for its worsening. Daddy does not expect you to be well behaved every minute. He understands that you can have a bad day too. He's like it when you guys get along and don't fight, but fighting won't make his illness worse. I quote Smart Talk. In 1997, studies of HIV infected homosexual men, 45% informed their children of their illnesses. The parents were more the parents were most likely to disclose the information the older the child were or the more advanced the illness. Research were interested in the impact of the disclosure on the child, results showing that the most important factors was the overwhelming requirements of parenting children relationships, not the disclosing or lack disclosure. Per the better the relationship quality, the less disrespect or behavior problems, and the better the school performance after the disclosure of HIV illness. how not to say it. Will two stop fighting? Don't you want daddy to get better? Don't make them feel guilty for something they have no control over. Consider the possibilities that they may be fighting out, finding out of worry their for their father. Talking with your kids most about how they feel about a parent's illness may do more to reduce siblings anger. Since you are the oldest child, I expect you to make sure things run smoothly in the house while mom in the hospital. You're the man while daddy is in the hospital. Children can have more choices, but more chores, but they should not be given authority. In fact, siblings may not recognize the authority. Children need to lead. The parents are still in charge. Helping out a parent is not the same as should determine responsibilities. Mommy could get worse or she could get better. We just don't know. Don't let children worry unnecessary. It is better to remain optimistic and remind the kids what is better done to make a parent feel better. The treatment is continual and someday mommy feels a lot better. We don't know where mommy will be completely well. I can take this much long. You may have many days that can be overwhelming. You don't have to pity you are coping well when you are struggling, but you don't have to struggle to your kids with mommy illness. I'll be fine in a while. Can't you see I'm not feeling well and can play the game with you? Your kids may not be able to tell whether or not you are in the mood for the game or don't discourage them. It is better to say greetings. I love to play, but I'm not up to it right now. But please ask me later. Okay, okay, clock it. I like that. I like that for parents that is ill. So I gave you a couple different examples. Y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to screenshot it. Y'all know. So we was in here. We was in here. So let me help that out for a minute. Make sure you screenshot. You got a screenshot. Well, let's go. All right, y'all, and that was a session of how to say it to your kids. Cause y'all know we be saying what they're like, who you talking to, kid? I just like Bernadette. Him downstairs. Hey y'all, and tomorrow, y'all, we're gonna be talking about, tomorrow we're gonna be talking about money and allowance. I know, cause y'all still be giving y'all kids allowance. I know I do. I know I do. Okay, y'all, for the last statement, for those that stayed on here, bow, 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 because y'all know I usually be off about this time, aka not. But I got a special surprise for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of my products that I got for some law enforcement, but these products are only for law enforcement, you guys. I'm sorry, you know. So I'm gonna show y'all those at the end. Those that stick around, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. So y'all, what we talking about right now is make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Don't forget to tell somebody that you love them, because I love y'all too. What we talking about is how to survive. Even though you know you can survive off of candy. Crazy, right? People will think that's too much sweet. What could I eat? How did that do? You know, only reason why y'all got it is because you claim it. Stop claiming things you don't got that God didn't give you. That you read on a sheet of paper. Please stop claiming that. Please claim what God gave you. Healing, strength, love, obedience to understand. But first thing we need on our list, and first thing we need on our list is seeds. That's SEED, seeds. No matter what kind, no matter what type. If you can, get a lot of seeds. Get a lot of water bottles. And just add some sugar and some water at the end of them bottles. And take any green fruit that you need. Cut the bottom and stick it inside of there. And see what happens. Make sure y'all come back and tell me. Next thing we need, y'all, is we gotta make sure our air stay clean. We gotta make sure our air stay clean, our water. Cause I like water. It makes your space room. Now I ain't gotta wear no makeup. I like it. Awesome. I told y'all I love candy. That's all, man. I love me some candy. And then when all the kids Halloween candy gone, I know they be trying to rob me. Okay, take all my stuff. Not rob me for real, y'all. It's just candy. I can have it. I'm only supposed to eat one or so. But hopefully y'all tune in with me. Cause after water, we need to get shelters and lights and water. So I'm doing solar power. I like that. I love y'all though, so y'all can definitely get one. And I don't share my dots. But I'm serious, y'all. Y'all gotta have a plan out here when stuff really hit the fan. Like, where y'all really gonna go? Like, you gotta know where you're gonna go. Where's your passports? Where's your IDs? Where your kids' stuff? So make sure y'all get double copies of everything, you know? So you always have extra. Even if you got your documents, still get more documents. Why? Because you never know what can happen. Make sure that y'all, when y'all buying these food out here, when y'all in there packing up stuff y'all know y'all don't need and just overpacking, think about your neighbor. Think about the person that don't got no food, and that y'all buying all the food and the tissue up, and we not sharing with each other and helping each other. What are we doing? You know? When I say what are we doing, because everybody got blood in their body, no matter what color, no matter what kind. Everybody has a soul. The ones that's on this channel. Because if you don't got a soul, you ain't going to be on here nowhere. Because I'm going to keep saying Jesus' name. Amen. And that usually make people run away. But not the true Christians. They love to hear it. They love to hear God's name. So, we got our seeds. We got our solar power water pumps. You gotta make sure you have shelter. Because we gotta think about it. This is 2025. Who wants you to live with them right now? Say it with me. Nobody. Say it with me. Nobody. So you better be careful. Make sure that you take care of your family first. I'm not saying that you shouldn't help other people, but make sure your family is secured. Make sure you have the basic needs. And if y'all can, get canned goods. Line either canned goods or military food. And all the links I'm gonna put in my bio. You know, even to the products, but remember it's only for law enforcement. So if you're not law enforcement, you're not gonna be able to get it anyway because it has to go to your dot. And if you don't have a D dot or a dot, it's not gonna be able to ship the product anyway. And next thing we need on our list is we need some radiation blankets. And if those that don't know what radiation blankets are, they are blankets that look like this. See how that look? That's how the blankets look that we need. So they look like that. I mean, what it does is keep the radiation off us that's coming off the sun because everybody know we've been in global warming for quite a while and no one seemed to help, and that's not good, you know. And like I tell Dean's World, y'all know I love y'all first. I always come with the products first to y'all because y'all have to understand that y'all special to me because without y'all, I wouldn't even be talking to you right now. And everything I'm teaching you is because somebody taught me and I wanted to learn, and I don't want to spend no money that I didn't have on medicine and foods that's actually doing more harm than it is helping, you know. So it's like, how can I actually help my kids? And the best way I can help my kids is by staying alive, not eating all this junk. I eat this sporadically through the month because I probably eat one or two pieces because I like candy. Don't get me wrong. All this candy looking so good, y'all. That's why I keep looking now, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Cause I love me some candy. I know about y'all. And I just wanna give a big shout out again to all the new subscribers, and a shout out to everybody that's been commenting. You know, I thank you in advance. It's just that when you want to put a positive message out, because I know it's still all kind of people that's watching the live that they probably ain't supposed to be on here. If you are and you listening, I just need you to know that it's for all my viewers, not just the people that's sneaking on there like the kids. This is for everyone. If you can, for 5 days, 5 days. If you can't do 5, do 3. If you can't do 3, do 2. But try to do 5 days. Every day you wake up, you look in the mirror at yourself eye to eye and tell yourself exactly 11 times, eye to eye, I love you, self. I am sorry, self, for all the decisions that I made, knowingly and unknowingly, for at least 5 days and see what happens. And after you finish that, I want you to tell yourself, I love you, self, and take the time to actually love yourself. Even if you don't got the money to go get your hair cut, ask somebody. Even if you don't got the money to go get your hair done, ask somebody. You know, pay them back when you can, but go take care of yourself because majority of us are looking for love. I know my hubby, my future husband to come. I'm not even looking, you know. I'm been single for 7 years, and it's not. I'm not based on a man and the vibe that everybody out here just like. Oh, you gotta have him. You gotta do this. No, what you gotta do is work for God. Let God use you. Get your vibration up. Get your mind, your body, your chakras right. Make sure that you balance so when he do come back, everybody can go. I'm not trying to go by myself. I want the whole gang to come with me. Y'all the gang, you know. I love y'all. Y'all know that. I love y'all. Just in case nobody can tell y'all. Because y'all lit. Why y'all lit? Because y'all willing to learn and willing to help yourself. So those that actually stayed on, continue to do your Reiki. Bye. I need you guys to go with me. To go up, down, down. Try to follow your heartbeat. My heartbeat going. So, with that being said, I'm actually hydrating a lot of energy right now. And a lot of energy that can come. And there's no wind in my house. So, it's not much to harness, but as I'm doing, put my hand up and just praying over everyone. Lord, heal anyone that's on this other side that's watching. God, I just ask that you touch them through the screen. Let them know that every muscle, every vein, every organ is healed in Jesus' name. We just want to give you all the glory and all the praise, God, for all that you do. I love you. We thank you in advance in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. And y'all let me pray for y'all. And yes, y'all, I do love Hello Kitty too. We listen and we don't judge. Okay. So, y'all want to do y'all signs tonight, or we gonna skip? What's your zodiac? And are we gonna go right back inside of we're gonna go right back inside of how to survive. I think we need to go back to how to survive. Because a lot of us don't know. Like right now, if something was to happen, flood, hurricane, where would you go? Who would you go to? What money would you have? What resources would you actually be able to provide for you and your children? And that's something we need to think about. With the government shutdown, that should have been an eye opener for 42 million people, including myself. I'm not above anyone, including myself. 42 million people. And what it should have opened our eyes to let us know that if it wasn't for God, you guys, we would literally be fighting for our lives because the majority of us would be starving. And that's so sad. All I can do is cry. And I'm not really a sensitive person. I can go to a funeral, look around, give a couple tears, but at least somebody I really, 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 really love. And I'm in there like, ugly face, like. Shout out to Lil Will. Long live Lil Will, R.I.P. Long live Stevie, R.I.P. But, it's like, we need to understand that on November 1st was an eye opener for every American that we don't own anything. No food, no water, no houses, no cars. Like, we don't own nothing. And the sad thing about, y'all know what's even crazier? YouTube don't even own YouTube, and Facebook don't own Facebook, and TikTok don't own TikTok. Whatever state or country they're in, that's who owns it. So I'm like, what? How is that possible? But I know a way you can own your stuff because I know God and God know everything, and I'm obedient. So if you did want to become a sovereign citizen, a native citizen, or what else they call it, or a tree, or indigenous citizen, inbox me. See what happens. And this is all for entertainment purposes, as they will tell you. Because I don't know nothing, don't come after me. I have 5 kids, they're gonna be hungry. And they need their mommy, so please clock it. And y'all know I be snitching all the time. Yes, so let me tell y'all what happened. What happened? We need to find a way out. So we need to find out who got the Swiss cheeses in what city. We need to find out where's the medicine and how much is available in each city and state. And those that are neighborhood watches on each city and each state, we need to actually come together on different neighborhood watches. So if there was a tsunami or drastic anything, any kind of epic or dire result, like we all need to come together because we are stronger in numbers than we are by ourselves. So what I'm asking all the people is that we come together and we know what we're doing. We know that with this group here in the U.S., as us called Americans, that if we do need food, we don't have to just kill off our food banks. We don't have to everyone rush to churches just to get food because not everyone is going to get fed and not everyone is going to be looking to the hills because a lot of people, and that's one thing I want everyone else to know. Everything that's about to happen to us Americans as people, a lot of it is man-made. It doesn't have anything to do with God. A lot of things God is trying to reduct and reframe is because God knows that isn't right, and everything is turning right because we're in a new area. And with being in a new area, you have to understand that the vibration that you hold, sometimes you don't have to say anything to anybody. You instantly feel their energy. And you don't understand it. Some people call it intuition, some people call it just knowing, some people call it that feeling. But what that is the energy that you're holding within yourself because everyone has an art around their bodies to understand that you are either a force field of light or a force field of dark. You have to understand where you stand. Can you also switch over all the time? Anytime the dark can come to the light. Well, as the light goes to the dark. But not many are taken. Why? Because God always claims his own. And I was just wanting to say that as we continue to work together and learn Reiki, because we learn each and every day, we heal. I'm going to give you guys some number codings to ground your code. Make sure you say the codes 3 times a day. Make sure you're using it with intention. Please do not use it with bad intention because it will backfire. It will make you feel overwhelmed like you're too well. And you don't want that. You want to be able to use it to its best abilities and set it down to tomorrow and try again and continue to pray and meditate and read your Bibles, read your Qurans, read your hymns, continue to read and continue to read your Book of Mormons, continue to read, no matter what it is, read because reading is power, and they say, what's a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? And that's one thing that nobody can buy out here. No matter how much money you have, no matter what kind of car, what you cannot buy someone's soul. When I say you can't buy someone's soul, you literally cannot take their soul out their body and put it in front of you and make it yours. It's impossible. What you can do is Well, what they do is masculate, humiliate, downgrade because they're on a certain lifestyle. But in the end, is our lifestyle worth Jesus? Your ticket to gate, your ticket to world peace, to source, to light. Oh yeah, and I got some bombshells to to drop on y'all. For the dirty official, they know that you're dirty. I think I told you that already. And I think this the week they come in and get you. Pretty sure. And for the judge that accepted that money, they actually have you on tape. And remember I told you they was gonna overthrow you on a bitch. Yeah, the FBI and the DA will be seeing you very soon also. And for the people that actually got hurt and you guys are looking for someone, they're in the forest. They're in the forest by I think they said running water. Is that running water? No, no, not by running water, but by a jog. So wherever a jog is up north, I don't know. I think it's a young lady that's missing, but I think that's where she is. You know, the reason why I say I think that's where she is because a lot of gospeling online and on the web is going on. So God is usually right about everything, and that's where I usually get all my information from. And for the PD, we just want to say thank you for your service. We love y'all. You know, I'm not against any law enforcement, any judge, any DA. It's just I had to speak on against, tell you guys to know like what's really going on. For the person that's selling drugs, they got 2 raids going on, so they're gonna be raiding the house twice, and they will be getting in, and they will find what they're looking for. So whatever you're doing, make sure you take that and put it somewhere wherever it need to be. And for the young lady that whoever has a son that's getting picked on in school, so if you can look at your kids, make sure that talk to your son because they don't want to tell you. And anything else that you need to know? Oh, oh yeah, I'll give you a gut one. How y'all can always get Sprite if you take vinegar and put it in some Sprite and shake it up, it become water. And oh yeah, I know that. Well, y'all don't know, but I had recently had my identity stolen. You know, and they did some crazy things in my name. They got somebody that look like me, y'all. But y'all want to know some one thing about me that's not on anybody else? It's my tongue. They're like, how? It's only 1 in 35 people out of America have my tongue. Everybody else's tongue look like a tongue. Mine look crazy. Yeah, I will show y'all. If y'all tune back in tomorrow, I'm gonna show y'all my tongue. I don't like showing people my tongue, y'all, but I'll show y'all because I love y'all. Y'all know I don't keep nothing from y'all. But yeah, and oh yeah, they gonna get in trouble too, y'all. So I ain't even worried about them opening up them fake bank accounts overseas and using my name and stealing the properties and putting in my name, putting crimes and using my IP address and hacking in my phone. They don't understand that everything is a paper trail. As long as I continue to pray and keep my hands clean, God, I am not worried about these people. Churches, members, I love y'all. Always have. Continue to pray up. Continue to use CPR. That means church prayer read for those that don't know. And I just want to let y'all know that they know, you know, because I don't want y'all to think that y'all was getting away with anything because they know everything. I mean, I'm about to actually have to go in and, you know, what they call it, snitch. Don't mind if I do. Because I ain't going down for nobody. Knowing I ain't do nothing either. So I just thank God that He continued to be with me and my kids on our walk. And we got kids, please go get your kid up. Do not blame me because your kid is not up. You know, get your kid up. You can remember you can always join the live. You're always welcome from my house to your house. What y'all doing for Thanksgiving? I'm be at my people's house. Y'all know I'm bringing y'all with me. Like always. You say, why G's World I always get to go? Because I love G's World. You know? And on this season, y'all, I didn't do what's your sign. It's because I really wanted to make sure that all the young people that's watching on here, that you understand that you're beautiful and somebody love y'all. And no matter what, don't ever get up. Don't ever give up. Ever give up. Ever give up. Why? Because you live. You're beautiful. God put his pressure on you. No matter what happened to you, no matter the traumas or what actually went down. But I love you. I love you. You know, hopefully one day I can meet all my viewers personally. Give everybody some hugs and some candy. And y'all, everybody gonna love my candy. Why? Because I get such good gifts. And I love Christmas, y'all. That's my favorite holiday, y'all. So make sure y'all liking, sharing, comment, subscribe, tune in. Make sure y'all watching what you eat. Remember, if it don't got a seed, you don't need. Remember, if it don't got a seed, you don't need. Make sure y'all working out. Make sure that y'all be grateful to have gratitude for those people around you, because you never know what someone else is going through at the time. And you never know how much you just telling someone, hey, you look great. Hey, may God bless your day. Or may you have a pleasant day. How they can actually help someone. And I want all my viewers, if you on here, you my viewer, you're my subscriber, what I want you to do is from now on, if you're feeling happy, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling confused, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to smile. I mean, not just any smile. Smile as hard as you can. And don't stop smiling. So when people ask you what you smiling at, and just remember that you smiling from stopping crying. Because it's better to smile than to cry. Y'all know? Make sure that for some couple vegetables, make sure that you're using cucumber. Can y'all please get a pencil or a pen at this time? Oh, wait. Make sure y'all like this. Y'all like this. Okay, make sure y'all got a pencil and a paper. Okay, for a good cleaner, you can use pear and cucumber. Again, pear and cucumber. To make your sink whoa. Oh, them nerves. These nerves taste like sweet tarts, y'all. That boy's hitting them like, I'm about to start smacking them. Oh, you are. But, and if you didn't hear me, I said pears and cucumbers for a cleaning supply. Again, toothpaste, vinegar, baking soda, and Sprite. You know, cleans your toilets without you scrubbing it. Right? I know. Who want to clean the toilet? No. But next one is Coke. washing powder, baking soda, and a hint of any of your favorite scents or dishwashing liquid. Make sure you add baking soda and toothpaste with some lime. And unclog your toilet. And last hack, but last is if you fill a half bag of water, a grocery store bag, fill it up with water, put it in your toilet, and put a plastic bag over there, and then flush your toilet. It'll automatically suck the bag and flush your toilet. So, a couple of life hacks. Make sure you liking, subscribing. Make sure you ringing that bell. Don't forget you lit. And I love y'all. And don't forget you lit. And I love y'all. Just in case nobody can tell y'all, I love y'all. Why? Because you lit. I'm going to shine till the morning. I'm going to miss y'all. I'm gonna stop acting like that. No, I'm gonna miss y'all. I'm gonna miss y'all. I am though, but I'm gonna catch y'all in the morning. Unfortunately, y'all, we started almost on time. So, same season, 5 a.m. We was only 5 minutes late today. It's not bad. We usually hit them an hour late. Hey, yo, yeah, hour late, but y'all know it. I appreciate everybody liking. I appreciate everybody commenting. I appreciate the chats too. And those that want to lose some weight and you want to do it in sporadically time, you could take a lesson on my book. I use 30-minute military workouts. I did this, y'all. Afterwards. Like, I mean, it is not for the weak. Trust me. And those that are kind of, you know, haven't worked out in a while, probably never, ever. You can do the Jello treatment. You want one piece of Jello and you lose a pound a day. Or you can do the chair sit-up where there's 35 arms, 35 in, legs, and 35 up. So that means you kick your legs up 35 times plus 3 times, so like 10 times. So make sure y'all liking, sharing, comment. Make sure y'all continue to send me the videos. Continue to post me and share it. If you can help somebody else, help them. And I love y'all. Y'all lit. Continue to do your breathing, because that's what matters. You're breathing in conscience. And the conscience that you breathe in is the conscience that you keep. Remember, the conscience that you breathe in is the conscience that you keep. So control your breath, you control your mind. It's mind over matter over here. It's for the weight. And guess who awoke? Y'all is. I love y'all. Make sure you tune back in. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring your bell. I love y'all.